Health hazards of night owls. Sleep is very important, and it damages the health once it is lost. Getting no sleep, or even an hour too little, affects the body's regular processes. The delicate balance of hormones is lost and it signals to the brain that something is seriously wrong. The latest theories proposed by sleep research implicate sleep as serving the critical function of flushing out the waste that accumulates in the brain during the day. During daytime, you are bombarded with all sorts of sensory information, most of which you will never use. Like a garbage truck that disposes of the waste material during the night, your brain uses the resting state to export the unused data through cerebral spinal fluid from your brain to your bloodstream, and from that to your liver, where it can be processed as waste. Avoiding sleep stops this process of cleaning from happening. Waste material builds up, your memories never have time to consolidate, and new information essentially goes in one ear and out the other. It is same as night owls, spending all the night to memorize and never perform in the big test next morning due to short-term memory. Information is digested only for as long as it is needed, then it is promptly regurgitated, never to be remembered again. The two key hormones that keep your appetite in balance are leptin and ghrelin. Leptin tells your brain you are full and you stop eating. Ghrelin says you are hungry and you continue to fill your tummy. And a 2004 study suggests that all-nighters may stop leptin production, elevating ghrelin levels, causing them to eat more and gain weight. Normally when you sleep, the metabolic processes responsible for digesting food and converting it into energy work in the background. But depriving your body of adequate rest also deprives it of the ability to regulate body weight. And to make matters worse, the foods you start craving are not kale chips and celery sticks. Food consumption remained not only normal in sleep-deprived, but it is increased 250% for calorie-rich diets. Sleep deprivation may thus increase not only appetite but also preference for lipid-rich, high-calorie foods. Your immune system fails, and anyone who is an all-nighter knows that feeling tired is often coupled with a sickly malaise. It is hard to put your finger on, but it's dangerously close to the start of a cold. Immediately sleeping to recharge often suppresses the budding illness, but sometimes it does not. And that comes as no surprise to sleep researchers. A lot of studies show our T cells go down if we are sleep deprived, and inflammatory cytokines go up, which could potentially lead to the greater risk of developing a cold or flu. This is the same principle behind resting when you are already sick. The less work the body has to do to fight infections, on top of the laundry list of normal tasks it is asked to complete, the better job it can do at eradicating illness. You elevate disease risk, in the same way as upping your risk for illness. The chances of contracting major diseases also elevates after an all-nighter. Though the big names like cancer, high blood pressure, and diabetes normally result from prolonged sleep deprivation, the added stress on the body, in the form of poor diet and overtime demands, can affect short-term malfunctions in as little as one night. A 2011 study found that obese people faced a greater risk of hyperglycemia and low insulin levels when they were sleep-deprived than when they achieved a healthy amount of sleep. The researchers speculated that their findings could apply to all adolescents, not just obese teens. One of the stranger, yet equally problematic effects of an all-nighter lies in your psychology. You lose sense of emotions. In addition to ghrelin and leptin spiking, your levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, also rise. A study conducted by researchers at the University of California, Berkeley, found that sleep-deprived people lack emotional rationality. In real terms, this is the difference between learning the fridge is empty and feeling mild disappointment, and learning the fridge is empty and exploding with rage. Researchers believe there is a natural brain circuitry that governs your emotional responses. When you do not sleep, this circuitry has the tendency to short-circuit, and something misfires. It therefore seems that a night of sleep may reset the correct brain reactivity to next day emotional challenges by maintaining functional integrity of the correct neural pathways. A full night's sleep may leave you feel well rested, and that feeling is actually concealing multiple complex, highly connected processes that need sleep to function. It's a rite of passage for the doe-eyed college freshman and a weekly occurrence. By the time finals arrive in May, despite what truckloads of caffeine may suggest. But college students and the rest of the sleep-deprived on-purpose world are not invincible. All-nighters mark the full surrender to academic demands, as if to look sleep square inches its marshmallowy face and tell it, unafraid, I am too busy for you. Still, do not think an all-nighter can hurt you in the long run. Sleep on it, and reconsider in the morning. Thank you.